everyone, I'm Aunty Kavitha and it's time for another story. Now, we've spoken about animals before, haven't we? We spoke about how big they can be and we learned about their names. Well, today we're going to do a story about a bird, and it's a special bird. It's a bird that makes the sound twit, twoo. Shall we try that? Twit, twoo. Can you guess what bird it is? Yes, that's right. It's an owl. Or maybe lots of owls, as you can see on the cover of this book. Can you see the number of owls? Let's count them, shall we? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 owls. Isn't that wonderful? Let's see what the story is about. And listen carefully. You might hear a couple of other birds in the garden today. This is the cover page. Let's turn to the title page of the story. It's called Twit Twoo and it's by Maddy McClellan. Where are the owls? They're in the kitchen. Owls in the kitchen. Owls in the hall. Oh my goodness. Let's go back to the owls in the kitchen. Look at where they are. They're on the shelves. Can you see the owls on the shelves? Can you try to count them? And then there are owls in the hall. Oh my goodness. Look at the owl in the hat. And there's another set of owls on the hat stand. And it looks like there are owls over here too. Can you try to count the number of owls on these 2 pages? Let's turn the page then, shall we? Owls playing with my shoes. Owls big and small. So let's go back a page. Owls playing with my shoes. Can you see that? And owls big and small. Count the number of owls on this page as well. Now let's turn the page. Owls on the rooftops. Owls in the dark. Owls on the rooftops and owls in the dark. Now look at that. Look at how lovely the eyes of the owls are. There are so many. So if you've got 2 eyes for 1 owl, how many owls can you see? Remember, a pair of eyes for each owl. Owls painting pretty pictures. Look at that. There's an owl over here and an owl over here. And we can see 2 owls painting a picture. And what does it say? Twit Twoo. Owls in the park. Look at that. We've got owls in flower pots and owls in the watering can and owls on the shovel. Oh, dearie me. Can you try to count the number of owls on this page? Let's turn the page now, shall we? Owls reading lots of books. Owls without a care. Can you see the owls on the shelf? And this time it's not the kitchen shelf, but it's a bookshelf. Owls having hoots of fun. Look at them, they've got party hats on. And can you see the balloons that they're holding? Owls everywhere. Now, that's the final page in the story. And I'd like you to try to count all the owls you can see. Now, let's talk about the story a little bit, shall we? In this story, we've got lots of lovely rhyming words. What are rhyming words? Words that sound the same as each other. Now an easy set of rhyming words, usually they come in pairs, would be cat and bat. So that's b-at, bat, and k-at, cat. So you've got the a and the t sounds at the end. A and t. Now here in this story, we've got lots of rhyming words too. Shall we try to take a look at them? On page 2, we have owls in the hall. Now if you look carefully, you'll notice that on page 4, you have the word small. So we had hall and small. Can you try to say those two words? Hall and small. Let's skip a page and find what the next set of rhyming words are. Dark is one. There's dark. And can you remember the next one? Park. That's right. Dark and park. Can you say those two words? Now let's look for the next two. Oops, did I miss it? Let's check it again. Aha! The end of this line has the word care. Can you try to say the word care? Good. And now, let's find out what that last rhyming word was. Aha! Everywhere. And the end of everywhere has the same sound. Air. Care. Everywhere. Isn't it lovely that we can rhyme words? Words that sound the same at the end of the word in particular. Now, let's take a look back again at this picture. Can you see the owls in between the books? Now, they say that owls are very wise birds. There's something called a simile, which compares a word or an adjective to some kind of animal, or it could even be a type of feature of a human being. So, if you heard the simile as wise as an owl, and isn't it interesting that we've got the owls in between books here? Because that's what books help you with. They help you gain knowledge and wisdom. And then here as well, you've got the owls having hoots of fun. A hoot is the sound that an owl makes. Hoot. Can you try saying the word? Hoot. Hoots of fun. So they're not just having fun, but they're having lots of it. And we can see the word hoots here. Now if you look carefully, you'll also see a word that rhymes with hoot, and that's toot. Toot rhymes with hoot. Well then, that's the end of the story. Twit Twoo.
Words to learn. Owls, kitchen, rooftops, pictures, reading, without, hoots, everywhere. Questions about the story. Level 1, easy. In the kitchen, what were some of the items on the shelves near the owls? How many hats were in the hall? The owls were playing with boots. What color were they? Find 3 pairs of rhyming words in the story. Look back at the owls painting pretty pictures. How many owls have paintbrushes in their beaks? Questions about the story. Level 2, medium. Pick out 3 verbs in the story. Which parts of a house are mentioned in the story? The owls on the rooftops were all perched atop. C. dash I dash N dash Y dash. Fill in the missing letters. Can you pick out 3 adjectives in the story? Have you ever seen an owl? If you have, draw your own picture of an owl. Reflecting on the story. Level 3 difficult. Owls are nocturnal birds. What does nocturnal mean? As wise as an owl. Do you know anyone who is as wise as an owl? Write a sentence about them and why you think they are wise. A group of owls is called a P-R-I-N-G M-N-. Fill in the missing letters. An owl can turn its head almost full circle. How do you think this helps an owl? Find out 5 more interesting facts about owls.
Thank you everyone, and see you next time.